Welcome back. It seems every year the costs go up for back-to-school supplies and tuition. That makes life hard for parents who try to pay for school costs and for students who pay their own way. It's what also keeps me up at night. Joining us now with simple steps to curb back-to-school costs is Doyle Williams. He's Executive Vice President of Country Financial. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Let's talk about some of your best tips to help parents so that they don't overspend.
Well, my best tip is actually the simplest tip. For young parents, young children, is just start out that shopping spree with a budget. Know what you're going to spend, kind of articulate that number, share that number with your children, and then stick to that budget. And I think parents can make that fun with their young children. Here's our shopping list. Here's what we've got to get for the new school year, and have them help check items off the list, maybe even tally them up so that they're kind of learning the value of items as well as just some basic money management skills. So it's a good discipline to start with them early in life.
I like that. What about as students head back to college or go to college for the first time? What should they be thinking about?
Well, of course, they're thinking about a lot of things, all the new people they're going to meet, etc. Some of the things they're probably not thinking about is their insurance program. Are they properly protected? You know, if they're taking their car to school, make sure that it's serviced before you go. A lot easier to get serviced at home than it's going to be on campus. And then review your insurance protection. Do you have the right protection for that car? And parents, have that conversation with your son or daughter about other drivers, not lending that car out because of the liability that imposes on them. And then from a property standpoint, if it's a freshman going into a dorm, typically the parent's homeowner's policy will provide protection if any items are stolen or damaged. But if they're moving out into their own apartment, often those landlords will ask for their own renter's policy, which they can get. And then finally, I would just caution all students as they go back, especially this generation that enjoys sharing everything, is protect their personal ID. They are vulnerable. So those are messages they're probably not going to hear anywhere else, and I would just encourage them to pay attention to those things.
What about student loans? What advice do you have there?
Yeah, my first piece of advice is not to feel bad about it. 67% of people that graduate with a bachelor's degree had to do it with some type of student loans. The next thing I would say is make sure it is your last resort, though, that you kind of exhaust your opportunities for scholarships. You've kind of used your savings. Maybe have a part-time job where you're contributing, but then when you get down to that student loan piece, do it smart. Start with a FAFSA application so that you can take advantage of those federally subsidized loans. You're going to find that they are typically a lower interest rate. It's going to be for a fixed interest rate and more flexible terms, compared to a private loan, which there's a lot of good options out there, but the terms vary dramatically. Typically, they're going to be a variable interest rate, and they're going to start accruing interest immediately after taking out that loan. So just understand that loan. Understand the interest rate, the term, the flexibility, etc.
Great advice, Doyle. Thank you so much. And quickly, a website we can visit for more information.
Yes, please visit us at TakeSimpleSteps.com.
TakeSimpleSteps.com. Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
You're very welcome, Molly.